Hey folks, welcome back to the 4 String Drummer, the channel that's all about ukuleles. Today we're going to take another look at the Enya Nova U concert ukulele. I got this one a couple of weeks ago and I did a sort of a quick review as soon as I got it, but I've had it for a few weeks now and I thought I'd do a follow-up review on it just to let you know what I think of it. If you haven't seen these before, they're a pretty popular instrument and they're basically made out of polycarbonate and carbon fiber, so various types of plastic, I guess, if we want to use layman's terms, but nice and strong. And you know, a lot of companies now are starting to look to alternatives for building instruments out of, rather than just using wood. So it's kind of cool. The nice thing with that, of course, is that they're not as affected by changes in humidity, so you don't have to be worried so much about humidifying the room or putting a humidifier in the case, because it doesn't really affect it at all. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the instrument. A couple of the neat things that you'll notice with it right off the bat is the shape is nice. It's got a cutaway if you like to play up the neck. It just kind of looks cool too, to be honest. A lot of people buy cutaways and they never play past the 3rd fret, which doesn't really matter, but that's really what it's for, so you can get up here. But it's kind of a neat design. I think people will either really like it or they won't like it at all. It's available in a couple of different colors. It's available in white, it's available in black, red. I think there might even be a pink one on there. I went with the white one because I liked the way that the white contrasted nicely with the black on the fretboard and the sound hole as well. Now again, this one is a concert size, and there's also a soprano, so if you are going to purchase one, just make sure which size you like. I prefer the concert one. It gives you a little bit more room on the fingerboard to move around. I normally play a tenor sized instrument. I find the soprano for myself are a little bit smaller than what I like, but again, that's a personal preference thing. You'll find the soprano might be a little bit brighter than the concert. For a concert instrument, this one is a fairly long scale. Generally, your scale is on a concert instrument is about 15 inches. That's from the nut to the saddle here, and this one is almost 16. It's about 15 and 7/8. So it gives you a little bit more room to move around on the fretboard. Everything on the instrument is basically plastic of some sort. Okay. The fretboard, even the frets, I'm going to pull it right in close and you can have a closer look there. Even the frets are plastic. So the plus of that is that you're never going to have to worry about anything sticking out at the end. You know how you get those sharp frets sometimes if your instrument dries out? Well, two things. This one, it doesn't matter because it's not going to dry out because it's made of plastic. And the second thing is that these are all molded into place already. So there's no sharp frets to worry about. The negative to that, of course, is that if you ever wear frets out, you can't really do fret work on it. So being a guy that likes to work on instruments and has done fret jobs and all that on lots of instruments for myself and for other people, that's a little bit of a plus and minus kind of a thing. I'm not sure you're really going to wear these out in a hurry anyways, to be real honest. I've heard of maybe one person having an issue with it, and that's about it. So they've put a black fretboard on here. One of the things that is a little bit unsettling at times is you can't see the frets. So when you're playing it, it's a little bit difficult sometimes if you're moving up and down the fretboard to see where you're at. Okay, it does have these fret markers here, but there aren't any on the side, so there's no side dots on this at all to tell you where you're at. If you're playing in the first position, basically it doesn't really matter a whole lot, but if you do start to move around the fretboard at all, you might find that a little bit weird. Now, I've also seen my friend Rich Davis on his YouTube site. What he's done is he's taken a Sharpie, a black magic marker, and just very carefully put little dots in the appropriate spots. And like, if you didn't know, you'd think it was from the factory. So you can also, just add those in as well, depending on how you feel about that. I do like these little star markers. They're very visible. They're very bright white against the black, so I like that. It's got a 34 mil width here at the nut, and so it's, you know, there's plenty of room on there to play, move around, not small by any standard. It has a very rounded neck on it, which again, not bad, not good. It's just whatever you like. I find it to be very comfortable to play like that. Very nice looking gold tuners on there, and on the back you can see they're nice. They're geared tuners. They're not sealed, but they seem to hold their spot very well, and they're nice and smooth. Just kind of a nice look, I think. It also comes with strap buttons already installed, gold to match the tuners. Kind of some bling on there. And the other cool thing that you noticed here, I'm sure, is this sound port on the side. And it's kind of nice because when you're playing like this, you do get a little blast of sound that comes straight up, and it makes it a little bit nicer to hear yourself, okay, rather than the sound kind of all being projected forward. I find that the instrument, to play it, I'll play it a little bit here and give you an idea, but I like it a little bit better for the softer stuff. It's not, I find, as good for, like, if I'm kind of pounding it and driving it a little bit more. But I'll play a little bit harder on one piece, and then I'll play a little bit softer on another one. Let's just do there's sort of a little slap or something that you get out of the fretboard, and I'm not sure if it's the plastic or like the nylon strings hitting the plastic or what it is. But I do really like it for the softer stuff. You can hear it's more suited to that type of playing, I think, anyway. So with the instrument, you also get a nice little case with the Enya logo down here. And this material, it's not soft, but it's kind of not hard. It's like a foamy sort of a thing. And I think the best way I can describe it is it's almost like that, something you'd put your eyeglasses in. Okay, so not like a real super rigid thing, but not soft either. You can see it's kind of hard. The zipper kind of goes around to about there, and then you just hinge it open. There's no pocket inside, so if you want to keep your capo or your strap or something, it's not really a spot for that, but that's okay. There's your strap that it also comes with, and they are color-coded straps. So again, if you get a white one, you get a white strap, black, etc. It comes with an extra set of strings as well. And it came with a little capo, also color-coded. I don't have the capo because I gave it to somebody else because I have a few already. But, you know, just like a little capo so you can change, slide it up and down the fretboard and change the key. Overall, I think for about $100, depending on where you live, probably less than that in the United States in American dollars. In Canada, they're about $100. I think it's a pretty good value overall. I'm not sure for myself if I'd have this as my only instrument, but again, because I play a wide range of types of music, but really what I bought it for was more of a travel ukulele. to take on my boat, you know, that I wasn't going to worry too much about taking an expensive instrument and a wooden instrument that might get wet, etc. This won't take up much space, and if I'm away for a week on my boat, this will, you know, I'll be able to get my ukulele fix in still. So anyway, that's about it for now. If you have any questions about the instrument at all, please just feel free to drop it down into the comments, and I'll do my best to answer your questions. All right, till we see you next time, keep smiling, keep strumming, and have fun. Bye for now.